Making like more adult decisions to like go to bed, not drink as much, like things like that.
Drink water, eat healthy.
Stop dating fuckboys, like things like that.
Hey babies, welcome to the Dr. Beauty Podcast hosted by me, Dr. Anna Guanche. I'm so excited you're here. We plan to educate, inspire, and entertain you. This podcast is not just about beauty. It's about lifestyle, inspiration, life hacks, and of course, beauty. Welcome, babies. I'm here with Taylor Jean Stephan, and she is a beauty and style editor historically at E, but she's going to tell us now, who do you write for?
Yeah, so I'm freelance now, so I write for a bunch of different publications. I write for Oprah Daily, Cosmo, Oprah, The Zoe Report.
Amazing.
So yeah, I kind of bounce around everywhere.
So everyone's trying to bend your ear, right? All the time.
All the time.
Yeah? I'll be calling you later. No, so what kind of, what is your focus? Are you on skincare mostly, or
it's interesting? So I've been freelancing.
Procedures?
Yeah, I've been freelancing for 2 years, and it's kind of evolved. A lot of what I do is shopping e-commerce content. Yeah. So a lot of shopping roundups, product reviews. And right now I'm doing a review of a treatment. Have you heard of Soft Wave? It's like a non-invasive skin tightening. So I'm doing a review of that. And so I do a mix of pitching, stories, and then getting assignments. So it's a little all over the place.
Okay, yeah. So but it's all in the beauty world,
which is
important because we're on the Dr. Beauty Podcast.
My favorite topic.
I always say this podcast is not just about beauty, but this time it's a lot about beauty. So wink, wink. You've come to the right place. So when you say you do product reviews, like how do you review a product? I'd like to know.
Yeah. So I have a lot of relationships with brands and PR firms that represent brands. So a really cool part of my job is that I get sent a lot of products. Yeah. So everything I get sent, I don't necessarily write about. Exactly. So a lot of stuff I'm reviewing on social media, and then the stuff that I do like, or if it fits for a story, I'll place it in one of my roundups or a full-on product review. And it's really just, these days, it's about just giving honest feedback on, I'm working on a story for Birdie, and I'm reviewing 22 different liquid eyeliners.
Wow. So is that why your eyeliner looks so bomb today? You guys, look at it. It's so pretty.
Don't look too close. But
it's bright blue, and it looks phenom.
I did it in the car, and I am getting better at it, but that's
so good.
Thank you. This one's the NARS one, and it's one of my favorites.
Stunning. Yeah, and it matches your eye color. But anyway, if you're just listening, just visualize this. Go ahead. So you were saying, so you're testing out eyeliners right now.
So that one's a little like tedious. I'm obviously trying out so many different eyeliners, and how many things can you say different
about each one?
Yeah, but
actually, I'm so picky. I could probably do something like that because like this one's too cakey. This one doesn't last all day. This one's hard to apply. This one has a great applicator.
Yes.
So probably stuff like that. Or I had a rash from this one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No rashes
is pretty
yet.
Common.
Yeah, I haven't had any yet.
Oh, good. Okay. How many eyeliners are you trying?
I'm 22.
22.
And they're all liquid, but
I love it.
But yeah, I don't
Where can people follow you to get this information?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram mostly. Tay Jean is my handle.
Tay Jean.
So that's where you can find me.
Yeah, you guys follow her. And so it's like, that's what happens to me. People send me stuff all the time.
I'm sure.
And I used to do unboxings more frequently. Yeah. So if y'all are listening, the ones that send it, I used to just do it. And, I realized, I'm endorsing something I haven't tried yet. So now I take it home and try it, or I'll have someone try it in our office because there's just too many products to try, and I can't switch that often. And so because I worry about getting an allergic reaction, I'm very sensitive, sensitive skin. Yeah. And so then if someone on the team says this stuff is amazing, then I try it and then I'll talk about it. But it's kind of daunting sometimes to get these boxes of products. I feel like it's a good problem to have.
No, it is. I mean, I feel the same way. A lot of times I'll post unboxings and then I'll see people in real life and they'll be like, hey, what did you think of that? Because I also don't always have time to get around to doing like a full review of it. Yeah. So I am always trying to share that information, but I'm trying so many different things at once that it's hard to get like a fair, full-on review, but it's fun.
I think it's like an art. It's like its own sort of job, because what you could do, I guess, is do the unboxing, get images of all that, try it, and if you like it, then you have the footage to go back and do the unboxing. But that's a lot. It's a lot of work, right?
Well, and now it's interesting too because I historically am a writer, and now with social media, I was kind of late to the social media train, but it's kind of like a crossover of like influencer and social. Yes. So I'm still figuring that aspect of it out just because I spend the majority of my time writing. And so it's kind of hard to find the time to also do that. But the people want to know, so it's worth it.
When you got into writing, did you know that this was going to be your passion, or did you start out generally writing or creative writing? Or?
Yeah, I mean, my path was kind of winding. It wasn't. I had no intention of being a writer. I studied art.
Really?
I studied art history in college. My first job out of college, actually my first job out of college, I was Cindy Crawford's personal assistant.
She's so stunning.
She's stunning.
Still
and
to this day. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, and it was really cool I had no idea what I wanted to do at the time. I was her third assistant. It was a very cool like intro to Hollywood, intro to like behind the scenes of what goes on. And then
tell us everything.
I know. I did sign an NDA, but that was like a million years ago.
Does it still count?
I know, right? There's nothing juicy to say. She's super lovely.
Yeah.
They're one of the women I did work with on her team. It's when people ask me like, oh, what's the best advice that you got? You know, growing up what's the best advice that you got working in the entertainment industry? And I actually got a lot of really bad advice that I didn't follow. One of the things—
Good.
I know. And it's funny because it's one of the things someone that I had worked for on her team, who's a lovely person, she had said to me, she was like, Taylor, I know you think your way is best, but you're not paid to think. And I think it's really just because when you're doing personal assistant work, it's like you have to do something the way of the person you're working for.
I could not disagree more. I think when you have a personal assistant that you need them to
do the thinking.
No, not do all the thinking, but like be able to think, because sometimes you need things done. Solutions need to be found.
Yeah, exactly.
And so if you have to spoon feed every single piece of information.
Well, I was.
Tell me how did you react to that? How did you feel about that?
To be fair, I was the third assistant, so I was like.
So you're not. Yeah.
I was the one like running errands, so I think there was that aspect of it. I wasn't like on the big idea team, but yeah, I mean, I think that was actually one of the first times I was like, I want to do something where I am sharing my opinion, and I am, have a stance on something, and that's what I love about writing is that you're paid to have an opinion.
Yes. Isn't it sometimes that when you're going through life that something happens that upsets you or makes you, almost insults you or sets you back in a way, but then you think, God, that kind of set me in the right direction.
It totally kind of redirects your track.
Redirected you like, you're right. I don't want to be the person that doesn't do the thinking. Yeah. I want to be that person that does the thinking. And there's plenty of people who don't want to.
Well, and I have a friend who's currently a personal assistant, and she loves it because she loves the structure of it in that sense. So, I mean, we're all different.
Yeah, no, I know. And it's actually, in some ways, having a personal assistant is interesting because you have to give that personal assistant stuff to do.
So you have to delegate.
From the other side, you have to be a good delegator with clear instructions and be clear about your needs. And sometimes that can be a challenge.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just recently hired and then I expanded someone's role as a personal assistant, and then I decided just yesterday, like, oh, you know what? I'm not giving you enough stuff to do. Like, I'm literally drawing at straws of what to have you do. So until I need something, then we'll just go by project, because it's an art, right? Leading is an art too. And then also I expect somebody to come when I'm like busy doing 100 things and go, do you need me to do this?
Yeah.
And so I actually
someone that has.
Yeah, more proactive, more like, whoa, this is what we need. Let's plug in here. It looks like this is what needs to be done,
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I just don't like to think. I don't like to think.
Well, it's different with every scenario too.
That's right. Like each person.
What their flow is.
Definitely. So how did you, you weren't going into writing. You were going into... you were art history major.
Yep.
And then how did you find out about your skill at writing?
Yeah. So one of the other jobs I was doing towards the end of college and then when I was in college and graduating was I was freelancing for an event company in New York. Mm-hmm. And so when they were doing events like Oscars parties, or big parties like Chateau Marmont, I would be the girl in charge of the door.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool because I wound up meeting a lot of people just I was in control of the guest list.
Right.
So I was talking to a lot of people, and one of the girls that I met was the West Coast editor of Vogue, and she was at the time also an editor at Daily Candy, which is no longer around. But she was looking for an assistant. So randomly she comes up and is like, who's sitting where? Trying to get quotes from people. We start talking. She's like, hey, I'm hiring an assistant. Yeah. So that was kind of how I got into editorial. I was at that job, I was making like $12 an hour, and like it was like an internship essentially.
Yeah.
But it was really cool because I got, to start writing. I got to learn how to write. I got to go to events. I got to interview a bunch of people.
Interesting people.
So I started to realize, this might be something I want to do.
Yeah. I always tell people, if you are trying to become something or you're going somewhere, it doesn't really matter how much money you make, because you're making experience and you're creating your own abilities, like in not creating but like cultivating.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's better to take a job where you make almost nothing or less, and then that's taking you somewhere in life, versus a job that makes you more but it's not taking you anywhere in life. So that's kind of a great example that just like organically came up, because I think I've talked about that on podcasts before.
Yeah. Well,
like just, bite the bullet when you're younger and don't make a lot, but get great experience, and then you can make more later,
and I think I was one of those people that moved to LA young and like followed my dreams and did what I wanted to do. I had no game plan, but I knew this is where I wanted to be. I knew I wanted to be in that like celebrity world, which I've kind of gravitated out of now, but at the time it was really where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that didn't do that when they didn't do what they what their dream was when they were young, and now that they're older, my age, in their 30s, they're like too scared and they're kind of already set in their ways, and it's just kind of like, do it when you're young.
Yeah, that's when you have to get out there and do it, because until you have like adult responsibilities, like real responsibilities, like family, kids, things like that. Dogs, no, I'm just kidding.
And the dogs.
You have people to support.
Yeah.
You can't really take risks. It's not just you. It's not just your well-being on the line.
Totally.
So it's a great time to be brave and just strike out. So that's really cool that you did that.
It was fun.
So tell us all about like all the celebrities you met.
Oh my God, I've met a lot of celebrities. I was at E! News for 5 years, and so my desk was like right in front of where they did all of the TV shoots. So like there was always a show happening. Like I was always in the background of like the shots, and whenever they brought in, actors, reality TV stars for like Daily Pop or anything, I was always there.
Always there, yeah.
And a lot of times I got to like sit aside with different people and do little like, we had like a column called like Beauty Beat, and I would ask them what's in their makeup bag.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah, it was cute. But a lot of reality TV stars. I did interview Kim Kardashian on the phone once.
Yeah. Ooh, awesome.
There's been a lot of people that I've met. I mean, it's been interesting too. I think like especially as times have evolved, it's a lot more like reality TV stars, and like especially that are on, Daily Pop type shows.
Yeah. Fun. So what's coming up for you? What's your next project?
What's coming up for me? I mean, I'm just taking on more writing contracts. So it's one of the things as a freelancer. Like I said, I've been writing a lot of like product roundups and things like that are more like assignment based. Something I didn't realize about the freelance world is that the like highest level of freelancing is writing features. So really writing like bigger format pieces where you have an opinion, like a really big opinion on something. Like I said, one of the things I'm working on is a review of like a treatment, which I really haven't done a lot of those. So I actually pitched that, and it got picked up by InStyle, my first byline for InStyle.
Love.
But yeah, I think it's really just like exploring my voice and trying to do more projects that feel like a little bit heavier of a lift.
Yeah. So walk us through the day in the life of a freelance writer.
So it's very there's no one day is alike.
So it's not structured. It's not like the same every day, which sounds cool actually.
It's not the same every day, but so basically in the beginning of the month, I'll get my assignments mapped out on my calendar and try to make sure they're not like overlapping, so I have enough time to like send out questions and then get the answers back and then do some research or whatever that story requires. So making sure that I give myself enough time to write each story.
Right.
And then every morning pretty much I wake up, I go through my emails. Like I get a ton of emails. I get pitches from PR firms, brands, So really just trying
and there's one going to be tomorrow from Anna Guanche.
I love it.
Maybe.
So no, really. I mean, staying on top of that, like there's so many new product launches. They sent a lot of times, the cool part of my job is there's mailers being sent out. So so there's all these really fun products to try out, making sure that I'm not missing that information, because then I have to go to my editors and pitch those stories to them. I see. So really staying on top of the email. I like to batch my time. So I'll, spend an hour or two on emails, spend however much time you need to spend writing that day. Mm-hmm. I also randomly over quarantine got certified as a Pilates instructor.
Oh, I love it.
So I teach 9 hours a week. So I throw that in there too.
I love Pilates.
I love Pilates too. It's my favorite.
It's the best. Yeah.
So I mix that in there too. And that's been really fun. So it's using like a different part of my brain.
Yeah.
Like I said, I kind of was late to the game on the social stuff, but I am doing a lot more of that because a lot of times these brands, when they send products out or they want my opinion on something, they then want me to do like a cute little reel or something on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So fitting those projects in too, as those take a long time to shoot.
Yeah, no, they take a long time. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it totally does.
Yeah.
And then pitching, like always thinking a month or two ahead and pitching new story ideas. So you have a constant flow. Because I have like so many 5 or 6 streams of income, which as a freelancer is like, I wasn't prepared for that when I started freelancing. I was used to like corporate America, 9 to 5.
You get your paycheck.
Yeah.
So you have to bill for your services, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then keep track of that.
Yeah, which is a whole nother
It's like another whole
running
thing.
my own business, basically.
Yeah. No, but that's great.
Yeah,
but yes, QuickBooks is your friend.
I don't have that, so I probably need to get that.
Yeah, you probably need it. Because then what happens, like even with us, we do a little bit of endorsements like here, and it's not part of my usual stuff. So we're like, wait, did we get paid for that TV appearance? Did we get paid for this? And then we go back and all look at each other like, wait a minute. So we have like a little spreadsheet.
That's
what I imagine it's that same idea that, but the timeline for getting paid for this is 6 weeks.
It's so all over the place because I'm like, okay, I invoiced for that, but did I get paid for that? And it's like, and I think the key when you're freelancing is to have a few consistent streams of income, like Women's Wear Daily. Like I write for them a few times each month. And so I know like how much I'm getting from them, and that's like clockwork.
Right.
And then there are a few other ones that are just random here and there.
Right.
So, figuring it out.
So you put it all together. That's cool, actually. It sounds fun. It could be daunting.
It's a little daunting.
It could be daunting. Rob is nodding his head. He's like, I do freelance, and I think it's daunting.
Yeah, you get it then.
Yeah. So what is so you have like a direction you're going in, or this is what you want to keep doing, or are you loving it? Is it your thing?
I think, I'm growing a lot, and I was kind of thrust into freelance. Like it just happened over the pandemic, and I was planning to get another full-time job, but it kind of just started snowballing, and I'm enjoying it because I am growing a lot. I'm like finding new challenges. I'm like learning more about myself.
Yeah. And you must be disciplined and self-motivated.
I think, honestly, I'm hard on myself, but when I talk to other people, I think I am pretty self-motivated.
Yeah. Because you have to keep track of everything. You have to get up. You have to almost create your own structure. Yeah. Like nobody's telling you what time you need to be here, what time you need to be there. And you have to like produce, but like quality content and do all that like morning to night. It seems like I do better when there's like scheduled appointments. I have to be here for this appointment, for that appointment. So even if I wanted to have a freelance lifestyle, I know it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Well, and that's what it is. You have to know what works for you.
Yeah. So we have, patient schedule, a podcast schedule every other Monday. Like we have to make a system. But I guess that's your personality. So that's good.
And it's interesting too, because now I'm doing more things like this, or there's like Instagram lives that are happening.
Yeah.
So I think like there's just so much more. I feel like I can do more when I'm freelance.
Instagram Live is now paid. They monetized it, right?
Oh, they did? I didn't know that.
I think so. Not for everyone, but for some people. I think you can get, right?
Yeah, you can get like microtransactions in it or something. Like you can.
Oh, I think I heard about this.
In the feed, like if somebody's watching, they can like give you $10 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or cents. Like, on TikTok, when you do a live, they can give you like a rose or a gift or whatever. And then it adds up to a certain number of dollars by the end of it.
Okay, cool.
So
they're making it so easy to make money now on all these platforms.
They're making it and encouraging people to go and create more content and put more information out there. Yeah. So Yeah, so maybe that's something that you'll see on your thing, on your
another stream of income.
Yeah, another stream of income. I love it.
That's how we think now.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. I love it. It's a businesswoman.
Yeah.
So what are the things that inspire you? What inspired you to do what you're doing? And is there someone that you think of or that you picture in your mind that?
It's so hard because I can't think of like one person that I'm like, oh my gosh, and you inspire me. What inspires me and what I respect in people are people that are no bullshit, people that are really straightforward and like brutally honest. I think like that's something that I recognized about people that run their own businesses is that they're like men or women of their word. And so like what they say, they mean, and what they mean, they say.
Yeah.
And so I really respect people that like, I can read them because they're being honest and they're giving like their honest feedback. So anyone that's kind of doing that, I'm respectful of. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think also too, anyone that's kind of has their purpose and is grinding and doesn't need like the applause of social media and they're doing it anyway.
Right, they're doing it.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of people doing things just for the thrill of it, and I respect people that kind of just are keeping their head low and doing their thing and like they'll get the recognition later, but it's like not why they're doing it.
There's a lot of people doing some pretty amazing things and they're just not into social media.
Yeah.
And they're doing life-changing, amazing things, but they just don't have that desire to share or the skill to share or the bandwidth.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate both the people that quietly do all that, but also the ones that are willing to take the time to share. In some ways, it's like, wow, we never even knew that was a thing, you know? But I mean, there's so many things we don't know anything about.
You know, it's a good balance. I think like,
but if they do it only for
which I
social
think
media recognition and not to actually bring something to light, like something of value.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. It's both sides of it. But there's a lot of people doing it for the wrong reasons. And that's not, especially when you look at the younger generation too. Yeah. It's like they're a little lost, I think.
Because it's an end in itself sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's not like, here I am, I do this, and let me share what I do with you, what I can do with you.
Right.
But instead, it's more like, let me just create a following.
Yeah.
Like not I do something, but
but it's like it's about getting the following and it's not
about getting the following.
And it's not about like, hey, I have something to share.
Exactly.
Obviously, if you have something worth sharing, it's great to share, but not everything needs to be shared.
Right. Oh, that's true too. Oversharing has been like a trend lately.
Yeah, it really has.
But you know, I take all of it. I don't care. You know, some people want to share everything, their highs, lows, emotional stuff, scars and sores and ostomy bags, stuff like that.
I guess there's an audience for everyone now.
Yeah, and other people are like, no, just the pretty stuff.
Yeah.
And there's an audience, like
there's an audience for everyone.
Talking about some people want to talk politics. I don't want to talk politics.
Yeah.
If you want to see politics, don't come to my page because
exactly.
that's not what I have. So I think that's kind of nice, right? Everyone kind of finding their own way, their own thing that they want to follow and that. So do you have a mentor that you look up to that you...
I definitely have...
Like...
I have people in my life that have been mentors at different periods in my life.
Do you see other freelancers like and other people who are on social media who do what you do and then you're like, oh, that's cool and I want to be like that? Or do you just go the original way where you just do your own thing completely?
In my career where I was in like corporate America or I was like interning in fashion, there have definitely been people like along the way that have helped me and I wouldn't be where I am today without them.
Right.
But they're like for different periods of my life.
Yes.
Like one piece of advice I got when I interned at Bulgari on Rodeo Drive when I was in college, the girl I worked with, the VIP director, she had said, people aren't going to remember what you say. They're not going to remember what you do. They're going to remember how you make them feel. So that I think I've always taken with me.
Yeah, that's a great quote.
Yeah, I love that quote. If we're talking about quotes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But I think mentor-wise, it's just anyone that's been like taken time to help me.
Teach you.
Yeah, to teach me. Because you need to be taught in different ways, especially writing.
Yeah, and we're all in a different stage right now, and it's good to remember that whatever stage you've gotten to at this point, there's people behind you that need to be
uplifted.
Pulled forward. Yeah. And then you can never lose anything by doing that.
Absolutely not. And that's the thing too, is I feel like there are a lot of people that have helped me. So when people ask for my help, I'm really happy to give it just because that's kind of like the order of things.
Yeah, I love it. And I think that people sometimes are intimidated by someone who's gotten to a place in their career where they haven't reached yet. But instead of being intimidated, they should be curious, I tell them, because people are often willing to share with you, like a lot more willing to share than you think they would be.
Yeah.
And if they're not, that's fine. You asked and they didn't share. But most of the time, they will take you under their wing and share with you.
Someone also told me once, they said, you're never going to be criticized by someone doing less than you. So it's like, usually in my experience, when you go to someone that has done more than you or has achieved more than you, they're willing to help because they know how hard it is to get where they're at. Like, so that's my experience is people that are up there, they know how hard it is to get there. So they're willing to
and they're the last person to criticize you. It's
exactly.
True. It's true. Do you have like an inspirational quote that you love?
I'm a big fan of Instagram quotes, and I have like a bunch of folders in my, and so there's a lot of accounts that I follow. I'm trying to think.
Wise Ages.
What? I don't know if I follow them, but like Young Pueblo or like Create the Love, like just these like people that are just really in touch and eloquently say like what you should be thinking about. I don't know.
Just try to get your mind going in the positive direction.
Yeah. And I mean, my mood changes every day. So a different quote will inspire me from day to day. But I'm trying to think like, there's one that's like, don't chase people, get your shit together and you'll run into them later. Or like things that, where it's like focusing on yourself and building, and then you'll find your people once like.
Yeah. No, I like that because the truth is that when you're just so busy doing what you're doing happily, that seems to be when you find
the flow,
your people that need to be in your life because you're happier and you're settled.
You're aligned. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, since you are a beauty editor, do you have any special beauty tips for us?
I mean, I try a lot of things and I'm game to try a lot of things. I mean, Botox filler, I do a lot of like skin tightening, microneedling. The amount of money that is spent on stuff that I do, again, I'm trying them as a part of my job, so I'm not spending money on them.
Right.
It's a lot of money. So I can't tell people, oh, this is what you should do, because I don't know if I would do all the things that I do. If I had to pay out of pocket for it. That's, the truth.
But she's trying to say that what she's saying is that, it is one of the beauty tips is to do injectables. And people are like, no, I want a non-procedural beauty tip. And I'm like, yes, we have tons of those too. But it really is nice to do a little bit of neuromodulator. Botox, Jeuveau, Xeomin, and Dysport are the 4 types that are now FDA approved. And you can get rid of wrinkles, get a little brow lift. There's so many things we can do. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen all that. And then if you do a little bit of filler, a little bit of lips, a little bit of jawline, it's like a beautiful way to maintain and rejuvenate the skin. But people, yes, not everybody can afford it. So it depends on your budget.
Right.
But you can definitely do baby Botox. There are times where you could see, but definitely don't search for the bargain practitioner, because sometimes that's when you don't come out looking better, but you come out looking worse, right?
Yeah.
So
that, and sleep. Obviously, I get a lot of sleep. I feel like I actually live like in San Diego area now. So when I lived I was in LA for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And when I worked at E, I was like partying and I was in the chaos of the city.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with the wrong people. And this was me in my young 20s. And I think like when you have that kind of environment around you, you don't look as young and fresh. And so I think making like more adult decisions to like go to bed, not drink as much, like things like that.
Drink water, eat healthy.
Stop dating fuckboys, like things like that.
Stop dating fuckboys. Yeah. That's a very good piece of advice.
I would say that's a great beauty tip.
That is a beauty tip. Less crying. Crying causes puffy eyes.
Less stress.
Less stress. Yeah. I love it.
So that's a good one.
And so if you don't date fuckboys, what kind of boys do you date? I feel like almost all of them are.
They're all fuckboys. Well,
no.
Can I even say that? Sorry.
Yeah, you can say that.
I don't know. I haven't found one yet. I'm thinking cowboy, Texas. That sounds like a nice vibe. I don't know.
Oh, do you like
I love cowboys. I love country music.
Oh, you love country music.
Anyone that doesn't have social media, I feel like that's a good.
There's a lot of guys who don't have social media.
There are?
Oh, tons. Yeah, I feel like guys most in general don't have it.
Well, and I think I have to remember too, like when I worked at E, I worked at E. So like a lot of these boys from dating apps and things, like they're like reality show wash-ups that think that like, oh, this girl's gonna get me. Like, so there's a lot of that going on too. Opportunists, like things like that. But when you're young, you're not thinking about that. You're having fun. So
yeah.
But yeah.
So
it's been a ride.
Are we still looking for the non-fuckboy guy, or is he already there?
No, what?
Did you find him yet?
I didn't find him yet. I'll let you know next time I come on.
Just so you guys know, her handle is Tay Tay.
Tay Jean.
Tay Tay Jean. The problem is, like, when you're doing beauty stuff on your Instagram and talk about beauty, there's not that many
I'm not attracting
guys that are like,
audience. I'm attracting a different audience.
Yeah, it's a different audience. But that is the audience I feel like for social media that you really want, is the one where there's consumers involved and they want to see what you have. And
I really am at a point in my career where I really only want to share things that are valuable in the beauty sense, where I'm sharing my expertise, where I'm sharing what I have access to that other people don't. So.
Yeah. Do you have stuff, a product or procedure that you feel was like exceptional other than Botox and filler?
I know, right? I did Morpheus 8. Yeah. Which you're supposed to do like 3 of them. I've only done 1. For skin, the one thing I did do that I changed my skin was Accutane. I know that's intense and I know that's like prescription only, and I had really bad acne, but that like totally transformed my skin, tightened my pores. Like I would take it forever if I could, because it makes my skin look so good.
It is. You are not alone. So Accutane is life-changing, especially for people who have really, really severe acne. It can be disfiguring, embarrassing. And even in Calabasas for relatively mild acne, if we can't get it under control with topicals and oral antibiotics, we'll get people started on Accutane. It can be very, very a confidence booster and life-changing. Yeah. So, it's on a registry because it can cause, if you get pregnant while you're taking it. So it's on a registry, so it's a little bit trickier to prescribe. But I think a number of years ago, they were trying to pull it off the market altogether. We're like, all the dermatologists were like, no, you can't do
freaking out, I'm sure.
You can't do that, because we don't even anymore see acne here in the United States that like we used to see back in the day, because we use that drug. Yeah. It's really good stuff. Yeah. Obviously it has risks and it's blood monitoring and all that.
But it's basically a miracle.
It's kind of a miracle for people that have severe acne. Yeah. Or even mild, not mild.
Mildish,
Moderate.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, now we can do the wheel.
Okay.
We're going to do the wheel because that's what we put everyone through who comes to the Dr. Beauty podcast.
Okay. I love it.
I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
So I'm going to hold it and we're going to spin it.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't. Wait.
It's harder to spin than it looks.
Okay.
Okay, favorite questions. Okay, favorites. So I'm so spoiled. Let's see. Favorite? Okay, are you ready?
I guess.
What's your favorite step in your skincare routine?
Favorite step is probably, I would say my last step is usually like face oil, just sealing everything.
I
like to look like a glazed donut.
Oh, going to bed looking like it. The serum that I love we carry here called Melatonic. Have you ever tried that one by Isden? Oh my God. It smells really good. And you just want to take it. You're just like an oil smear. Slick.
Yeah.
You go to bed, all greasy.
Yes, I love that too.
And it smells good. And a lot of times like really effective skincare doesn't smell good.
It's true.
That's like a little bonus. It has bakuchiol, which reduces pigmentation, as you know. And it also is like a retinol, but without the irritation. And it also has melatonin, which is great to use at night as anti-aging. Okay, so what's your favorite self-care moment?
My favorite self-care moment is probably At night,
The oil.
selfie. Well, I actually use a diffuser every night. So it's by Neom. It's like a UK scent brand. They do they do their own essential oil blends. It's very popular in the UK. But they have like this diffuser, and they have a sleep sense like oil, and I use that every night before I go to bed, which is so weird. I just started doing that like a month or two ago.
Has it been helping you sleep?
It has, and I leave it on like while I fall asleep. So
nice.
Yeah.
Which do you remember which essential oil it is?
It's by Neom, and it's called their sleep oil.
Oh, yeah. They have like probably a combination.
I don't even know what's in it.
I see.
Probably lava. It's beautiful, but
yeah, for sleeping, I just take like horse doses of melatonin and now ashwagandha.
Ooh.
Have you ever taken ashwagandha at bedtime?
No.
Oh my God. It feels like you're knocked out.
I need
which
that.
is what I need.
I need that.
To try it. Okay. What's your favorite scented candle? What does it smell like?
My favorite scented candle. I actually just wrote a story on scented candles for Women's Wear Daily.
Yeah.
The one I like right now is, I think it's by Le Jolie is the name of the brand. And it was like a coconut sugar kind of vacation-y vibe. I really like a lot of different scents, but I like something that's not too overpowering or anything that smells artificial. Not for me.
I end up doing a lot of linens, like linen scents.
Oh, yeah, like clean.
Yeah, something that smells really clean.
And fresh, yeah.
I like Voila Spa.
Yeah, I like Voila Spa, too.
It smells really good.
I just got a Jenny Kane candle that was really pretty, too.
I've never tried that.
It had cedar in it, so it kind of had like a Christmassy vibe, but it was really nice.
Love. What's your favorite nail shape?
What I got going on right here. It's almond.
The pointy.
My friend Brittany, she's Nails of LA on Instagram. I go to her once a month.
I love it. Beautiful.
She does, and
once a month. They last a whole month.
They last three
I go every
weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, nice. Are those your real nails?
No, of course not.
These are mine now. I've grown them out.
Yours?
Yeah, I've grown them out. I mean, it has like a gel overlay.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're my real nails at this point.
Oh my God.
But it's low maintenance because I literally only go once a month. But
that is really good.
But
once
I
a month,
almond shape because it's very like feminine.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And I didn't even write that question, but you just happen to have cool nails.
I know.
The question came up. What's your favorite brand that you've worked with?
My favorite brand I worked with. Oh my gosh, that's so hard. When I was at E, I did a lot of branded content. So I worked with like L'Oreal, Tresemme, these bigger beauty brands, which are really fun because you have a really big budget.
Yes.
And so you can go hire out for lighting and for sets and things like that. And you get to work with really cool experts. That's really fun. I'm trying to think. And then I've also worked with I just worked with this Vietnamese hair brand called SHRD. And I like working with smaller brands that I really like because it gives them more exposure.
Yeah.
And they're really particular about the type of content and working together with you. And so that's fun. But yeah, I've worked with so many different brands, but it's fun and everyone's different. So
every experience is different.
For sure.
That's good. Okay, so what's your favorite place to write?
I have an office. I have a home office, and I decorated it. It has kind of like a Miami vibe. I did it. I have this hot pink flamingo chair, fake palm plants. I have a beauty closet and beauty shelf, so it has a very girly beauty vibe. But it's a mess because I get so many products and I pile them up, planning to unbox and do videos, and of course don't get around to it. But that's typically where I work.
Yeah.
Open the windows, lots of light.
That's good. That's good. What city? What address? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. What's your favorite smoothie flavor?
I actually don't like smoothies. I like to eat my calories. I don't like to drink my calories.
Not me. I like chocolate.
I do.
Banana.
I drink a ton of coffee. I go to Starbucks almost every day, and I do a chai tea latte with soy milk and a shot of espresso. So that's just as many calories.
That's your drinking calories that you get in. Besides the drinking calories,
right? Which is another one. Another one. I enjoy my wine.
Yeah. Well, you're a writer. You can't not like alcohol, right?
Exactly.
Writers love alcohol.
It helps with the flow.
That's my preconceived notion.
I like
since I read about Ernest Hemingway.
You just can't edit when you're drinking because the grammar has to be on point, so that you save that for a different time.
What do they say? Write it while you're drunk
and edit sober.
Edit sober, write drunk and edit sober.
Exactly.
Sober. Love it.
I love that.
Okay, spin the wheel again.
Okay, let's see.
Ooh, free association.
What's that?
Okay, free association. is where I say a word, and then you say the first word that comes to mind.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
Cheetah.
Cat.
Spicy.
Hot.
Skin. Skin.
Highlighter.
Highlighter. Pilates.
Me.
Me. She's a Pilates instructor. Where can we go take your classes?
My classes are in Temecula, so that's like
Temecula?
very far.
Is it in wine country?
It is in wine country. So if you're going to plan a wine country day, come to Pilates in the morning and then hit the wineries.
That way you get at least burn some calories before you drink all the rest of your calories.
Exactly.
It's no accidents in Temecula because you like wine.
I like wine. Yeah, it's a fun weekend spot.
Do you ever do a combination wine and Pilates class?
We've actually done some winery classes, some map classes there, and
that'd be fun.
It's really fun. A lot of people come. You literally bring your glass. You get a glass with the ticket. Sit it in the grass. Sip it as you're doing your map Pilates. It's ideal. Yeah. It's one of my favorite things to do, actually.
I love it. That sounds really fun, you guys. There's also, in Malibu, there's something called a Malibu wine safari.
Yes, I've done that.
Have you done that before?
I've done it. It's so fun.
So you guys, it's retired animals that used to be on set, on TV and movie sets. And they basically are out in this, open area. So you take a Jeep and you drink wine and you say hi to the animals.
It's so fun.
Yeah. I have never done it, and everyone keeps telling me about it, and I keep not setting it up. I need to do that. I need to do that.
Make
it's on
a
my
note.
list. I'm making a note.
Make a note.
I need a personal assistant.
I think we decided that that's what you need.
I just found something to put on the list. I can't believe it.
Project based.
Project based. That's right. That's right. Okay, so and collagen.
Collagen, skincare.
Skincare.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you journal every day?
I don't actually.
Oh,
I
you
used
don't?
to.
My one of my guests was telling me how journaling every day changed her life.
Really?
And it's very important to do. And we were talking about that book, The Artist's Way.
Oh yeah.
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 And so originally when I read that book, I thought I was going to start journaling every day, but I just haven't done it.
I'm one of those people that I have every intention of doing something like that, but then my day gets away from me.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a million things at once and I'm so scatterbrained. It would probably help me to take a minute and not be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But that's how I live my life. So
yeah.
So I can't slow down to journal.
No, we're all trying to be better. We're all trying to make goals for ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that journaling is almost like counseling in a way because you actually have to write down things that you're thinking and actually see them on the page.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I don't do it.
I know, right?
Anyway, okay, so one more. Confidence.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Not cute.
I love it. All right. Should we spin the wheel again? Let's spin the wheel one more time.
Okay.
Let's see in what ways we could torture you.
I know.
Jelly beans.
What is that? Oh, no.
Okay, so we have this game that we play, and it is Jelly Bellies.
Okay.
And you spin a little wheel, another one.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
And basically, if you get a certain jelly bean, it's either going to be the tasty version of it or the yucky version of it. So
oh my God.
You spin this wheel.
Okay.
Let's see. Is it spinning?
Yeah.
That one went in the middle. Okay, look. So you're either going to have a buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
Oh, God.
And this is your Jelly Belly.
Which
right
one?
there.
This one?
Look, she's getting a napkin ready in case. Okay, you
ready?
ready?
Oh, my God. Okay.
Is she? Oh, I thought you went over there to get a
What are the options again? What are the options again?
So it's either going to taste like buttered popcorn or it's going to taste like a rotten egg.
They both sound awful to me.
Oh, really? Buttered popcorn?
What's the other one? Can I
Which one? Yes, you can spit it out. It's a rotten egg. That's horrible. We're going to have to give her water. Oh, my gosh. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
No.
I have to.
You're like, now you have to eat one. That's foul.
Okay,
I don't even know how they came.
eat one.
I don't even know how they came up with that.
Oh, no. Rotten egg.
That's so gross. How did they even make that?
I don't even know how they came up with these things
I
because
know.
they really have the very accurate flavors. It's horrible.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Jelly Belly.
Yeah.
I never get a good one. I have never gotten a good one. Do you think they're all bad ones?
They're probably all bad.
They're probably all bad ones, right? And Oh, they smell better. Well, aren't you glad you came on that Dr. Beauty
this
podcast?
was so fun. I had no idea what to expect, but this is so nice.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, and tell us where to find you on social media again. So
yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. Social is Tay Jean. I'm on Instagram pretty much, so that's where to find me.
love it. That's a wrap, babies.